guys, good afternoon all. Afternoon again, I'm here on Bishop Square Hill. And this again is the People's Cathedral, Pentecostal Church, where I attend church, which was founded by the late Dr. Holmes Williams in 1963. They celebrated their 60th anniversary about a week ago, 1963 to 2023, 60 years. People's Cathedral is at Bishop Square Hill, founded by the late evangelist Dr. Holmes Williams. This will lead back to the Pine Gardens and back to the Pine Plantation Road. And this is the Canadian High Commission. I don't know what they have done with the school building. All here about the school building. I don't even know if the school still operates. But the People's Cathedral is where I attend church. When I do come to church, I've been coming to church here for the past 20 plus years. This way now will lead you back to Erdeston Teachers Training College and back to Erdeston School, where the Erdeston School was. The Erdeston School is no longer in operation. This will lead you to the Needles Eye, to Erdeston School. And straight ahead will lead you back to the Pine Gardens with Pine Plantation Road. So the People's Cathedral Church right here. And this already school building is what's supposed to be. Because you can see PricewaterhouseCoopers, which is an insurance company or offshore company or something like that. PricewaterhouseCoopers and the People's Cathedral upper room. All that is a part of the school building. And the Canadian High Commission over here. Yes, there's now the walkway down for the People's Cathedral. Now approaching back to the Bishop Court Hill. That's the People's Cathedral entrance. Yeah. People's Cathedral. Yeah. People's Cathedral. Yeah. People's Cathedral entrance here. Huh? Yes. People's Cathedral entrance here. And this is the bishop's residence where the bishop used to live. The Anglican bishop. I think the last bishop that used to live up in here was Drexel Gomez, who was the bishop between 1972 to 1993. This is where the double murder took place in 2020 when the guy who was doing work on the bishop's residence was slaughtered, and the guy who killed him was walking about with his body in his hand. And when the photojournalist, when the Nation newspaper came to cover the scene, he too was murdered up in here as well. So yes, guys, this is Culloden now, Upper Culloden, where PricewaterhouseCoopers is, and it will take you back to the Barbados Boy Scouts Association, back to Kentucky and Culloden, and back to Wildy, where Banks Brewery was, and back to the ABC Highway as well. Yeah. That's good. He's walking down Culloden Road now. This is Bishop's Court Hill. So that's how the name Bishop Court Hill came about, because of the former bishop of Barbados. That's good. This is the dance theater up in here, the Barbados dance theater up in here. So this is lower Culloden Road now. And looking back at the Bishop's Court Hill. So this is not a steep hill, but it is a quite interesting pull. So this is Bishop's Court Hill here. In the parish of St. Michael. So we are just above Bridgetown. Which is the country's capital. And this is the Fujitsu ICL building with the Royal Bank of Canada. And this is the former IBM building, which is now Radley Court. Radley Court, Caribbean Financial Services Corporation. All the Fujitsu ICL building here. So straight ahead now with the lower Culloden Road. That will take you back into town with Purity Bakeries. And you can see the Sagicor building in the background, which was once a Mutual Bank. And you can see the former Spotlight Bar and Restaurant here at the corner here. I haven't seen it open in years, since it was small. It's just there shut up. Fujitsu ICL is in here, as well as the Royal Bank of Canada. I've now reached the outside of the Royal Bank of Canada. And this is the fountain outside of the Royal Bank. fountain outside the Royal Bank of Canada. So down here now will be Lower Culloden Road, via Purity Bakeries and the Queen Elizabeth Hospital, and into Bridgetown. And right here where the traffic lights are was a roundabout. This is the Royal Bank of Canada here. So this was a roundabout here years ago, named the Ernest Dayton Motley roundabout, named after the grandfather of our Prime Minister, Ernest Dayton Motley, who was Mia Motley's grandfather. Our Prime Minister Mia Motley, her grandfather Ernest Dayton Motley. The roundabout here was named after him. Ernest Dayton Motley was known as the city father, and he was also the mayor of Bridgetown. And Ernest Dayton Motley was known as the city father. He was the mayor of Bridgetown. He was born in 1907 and died in 1973. Come back up to the former IBM building and the fountain outside of the Royal Bank of Canada. And the Royal Bank of Canada here. I'm now heading towards Culloden Road. Sagicor Financial Company, which was once Mutual Bank. And this is the E. Humphrey Walcott building, which is the annex for the National Insurance building. In there you will come across the Ministry of the Civil Service, NIS Unemployment Office, and the Personnel Administration Department. So straight ahead will be Pine Road. That will lead you back to the avenues in Belleville, Pine Road. And it will take you back to the Governor General's residence at Belleville, at Government Hill, and back to the Prime Minister's residence at 2 Mile Hill at the Lower Court. And it will lead you to all 11 avenues in Belleville. And my old primary school is also along that road as well. Along this road here, along Pine Road, the Maryville Preparatory School, which was founded by the Miss Dame Avicine Carrington, who is over 100 years old now. She's going to be 105 this year. She had the school at her home for 50 years, 1959 to 2010. She had the school, the Maryville School, and she was the proprietor of the school. And our Prime Minister Mia Motley also received her secondary education at the Maryville School as well. And some other heads of government, forms of government ministers and lawyers and so on, also went to school there as well at the Maryville Preparatory School. Fountain outside the RBC Bank. And this is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade building here. So this is Culloden Road now. That will lead you back to the Seventh-day Adventist Primary and Secondary School. I received my secondary education at the Seventh-day Adventist Secondary School, which was at Culloden, Abingdon, over here, and it was founded in 1953. And the primary school was founded in 1897. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade building. This is the National Insurance Scheme building in the background, known as the Frank Walcott building. And this is the statue of Sir Frank Walcott here, with the national hero of Barbados, known as Frank by name and Frank by nature. The statue of Sir Frank Leslie Walcott, national hero. He was a member of the labor movement here in Barbados. So this is the Frank Walcott statue over here. And the Frank Walcott building in the background, known as the National Insurance Scheme building. The National Insurance Scheme building in the background. And this is Culloden Park, which will be the entrance to the Royal Bank of Canada and the Fujitsu ICR building. Culloden Park, over here, the entrance. The Foreign Trade building. And the National Insurance Scheme building, known as the NIS building or the Frank Walcott building. And the Barbados Vocational Training Board here at Lawrence Greenhouse, the headquarters for the Barbados Vocational Training Board, which we in Barbados refer to as skills training. This is where you can learn a skill to become a carpenter, a mason, auto body repairman, electrician. This is where you go to fill out your forms to learn your trade. They will assign you to your various centers across the island. So this will lead you back to the garrison, back to the South Coast, back to the Savannah Venice Primary and Secondary School, back to Barbados Road, Britain's Hill, the Bayland Bayville area, and back to the Garrison Historic Area and UNESCO World Heritage Site. So this is the National Insurance Scheme building over here. And the Foreign Affairs building, all government buildings, and the Frank Walcott statue in the background. Culloden Park over here. Culloden Road in St. Michael. So thank you guys for watching now, and have a blessed afternoon.